Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Shivangi, and in today's video we are talking about 10 most important things that NIFT taught me. While you can't really put down a number to the innumerous things that I've learned in college, these are my top 10 lessons and I hope that they help you as well. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also share this channel with anybody in your friends or family circle who you think might benefit from this channel, because I keep posting a lot of fashion education content, as you know already. Now just let's get started. Alright, the first thing that I learned from NIFT is research and development is the backbone of any creation. Research is so important when you're working on any project, and NIFT taught me that the resource center is actually my first best friend and not Google. I realized very early on that NIFT has the best resource center and there's such well-equipped labs with so much to share, so many books for you to study, and as a result of which your projects can end up looking absolutely fab. I learned to use the forecasting websites like WGSN through NIFT, and I'm really grateful because my entire process of working on collections developed over a period of 4 years while I was in college. The second most important thing is, of course, you have to be a jack of all trades, and NIFT taught me that, whether it's marketing or designing or producing or graphics, you need to be an all-rounder if you want to succeed in the industry. Until you figure out what your true calling is, it's always a good idea. NIFT gives you a taste of all those departments, whether it's fashion photography or styling or communication or design. You learn it all, and I'm grateful that I learned it all. Being organized is so important and so underrated, and honestly during my college years I realized how much of a difference it makes when you're organized before every class and for every project that you're working on. NIFT taught me that, because whether it was the curriculum or the timetables that were posted every week on the bulletin boards, we learned how to be organized from day one. It's on you how much you take and how much you learn from it, or how much you take back and implement in your lives, but I learned it and I'm really grateful for it. I also learned not to push timelines but to push myself. Last minute projects are never a good idea. Every time that you feel you will do it tomorrow, do it then and there. These projects are a chance to explore and push your creative boundaries. By not giving them the time that they deserve, you're taking away a chance at creating something really innovative. So instead of pushing timelines, push yourself. And also, while you're at it, it doesn't harm to take a little break here and there. You're your own competition. That's such an important thing that the industry doesn't teach you, that nobody really teaches you, that you have to just try and be a better version of yourself every day, and you have to try and learn to work better on your projects than what you did last time. All the assignments that come your way, try and excelling in them and doing better than what you were doing last time. Realize that you're your own competition. You're there to learn, not to compete with anybody else. NIFT taught me that. Everyone's perception of a good design is different, and trust me, whether your jewelry goes well or not, if you like your design is very subjective. It doesn't matter if somebody else doesn't understand your belief or doesn't understand your vision for your project. What matters is that you don't judge yourself. Improving is always okay. Criticizing yourself is very unfair. The art of redo is something that college taught me. The real world isn't all about redos, but the bosses still make you redo entire projects. Trust me, although it hurts at that particular point of time, but the rejection helps you in the long run, because it's really good training for your future. Because when you're working in corporates, when you're working under designers, you'll have to do multiple redos. The eighth thing is network building. While you're in college, you don't realize it, but it's only later that you realize that your college mates can turn out to be your biggest network in the industry. Be mindful of who you spend your time with and the energy you share with them. Invest your time in building relations with like-minded people, because these guys will end up being your biggest assets once you are out there in the real world. The ninth thing is that being a NIFTian cannot help you forever. You have to realize that having the NIFTian tag can only take you so far. I learned it right after graduating, that in the real world what matters is how your work ethics are, how creative you are, how willing you are to adapt to change, how hardworking you are. So instead of being complacent with the fact that, oh, I have the Niftian tag attached to me, you have to learn to always be on top of your game. I learned it by participating in competitions. Winning a lot of times, losing a lot of times made me realize that I am not good at it. I need to be better than what I was earlier. The 10th thing is actually contradictory to what I'd said in the sixth tip, I think, which is be open to criticism. Understand that you need to be open to all kinds of critiques, because the good, the bad, the ugly all teaches you something. What you do with it is something that will shape your career and path, but be open to criticism in general. Well, these are all the 10 tips that I had to share with you guys. If you enjoyed watching this video, you know the drill. I'll see you guys around. Bye!